And hey, hi everyone, welcome once again to another episode of Primordia. As always, I am FifiSqueaks, the mouse girl and the house girl, and we're here to play some games. Now, last time we made our way through the wasteland, and we got onto a train that took us to Metropol. We're still on the hunt for the missing robot, and we're hoping to get some news, some information, or perhaps a power core. Although it seems like Horatio Nullbelt, whose real name is apparently Horace, as well as Crispin, Horatio Belt, are currently on the way to Metropol, and they found themselves in a sewerway that's kind of, well, I shouldn't say a sewerway, but a subway that looks to be run down and just broken up and everything. So, let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, there is something that I tried this. So there is something that I wanted to just check once, because I want to make sure that we have information about the bomb.
I see.
Oh, let me see. Do we have a load that is... Okay, no, I don't think so. Okay, well, we can just watch the old video, just remember where we were and what the other bomb number was, because I feel like we're going to need that at some point. Again, I can always go back and put it in the video, and if you'd like, you can go ahead and put that in the comments so that I can write it down. Or I can just review the video. But anyway, we are in Metropol's subway, and here's the subway map.
Train lines and stations. It's a map of...
Alright, so there's nothing to do here, so let's head up into Metropol. See what we can find. You know, for something that was supposed to be a utopia, this is hardly... Especially when the first thing we come across is an AA gun.
Put a cannon inside a subway station.
Probably for training purposes. Training purposes?
Crispin, please.
I got it.
Crispin, please. We just started. Why are you starting with the puns, you Oh, well.
Good old Crispin.
Boss, shouldn't we look around or something?
Well, obviously, so... Well, here's a view.
Boss, is that really Metropol out there?
It must be.
But it's so brown.
I'd say it's more red than brown.
Whatever it is, it brings new meaning to rust and ruin.
It's true. Metropol is not the utopia that we thought it was. Whatever it is, it's broken down, just crumbling. And hopefully we can find out more. Come on, Crispin, let's go.
Boss, the energy sensor is going crazy.
It's coming from the top of that tower.
We have to get up to the Shinra Tower to find the power core. Or a power core.
Boss? Is it supposed to be doing that?
Assad.
Well, at least we know there's a lot of power in that tower, right?
Let's go find out.
Oh, hello.
Welcome to Metropol, the city of glass and light.
Can you tell me?
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Welcome to Metropol.
Well, you certainly responded to that one.
Metromine greets you with open arms and the promise of energy and shelter. You are safe. Records indicate an outstanding assessment of 5 megacycles. 1 megacycle will now be redeemed.
What did you just do to him?
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Unauthorized literature detected.
Let go of him! Hey!
All contraband has been removed. You are safe.
What a way to introduce the... Like, what is going on?
Boss?
Crispin?
Boss, this is getting to be a bad habit. Are you okay?
I'm fine. My optical sensors went haywire for a minute. What happened?
Well, that robot threw your gospel off the bridge, and then it said, "Welcome to Metropol," again, and that Metromind wishes us a pleasant stay. Then he left.
Facade.
Who's
On the
Metromind?
upside, he gave us back the power core.
He did?
No.
Crispin, the next thing that's getting thrown off this bridge is you.
Good thing I have a hover unit.
Let's go find a way into that tower. We'll deal with this Metromind later.
Okay, so let's pack in what we saw. This greeter robot comes in, tells us we're safe, immediately robs us of power, a fifth of our power, because a 20% of our power, because it said that we had 5 megacycles within us, and then it took one. We're knocked out, and then it roughed us and just stole our gospel, the gospel of man. So what we have here, we just paid a megacycle just to take a ticket to get here, right? So we lost megacycles, 2 megacycles just to get here. We have not really book burning, but effectively book burning, because like things that are teaching about mankind being the original builder has been taken from us, and all of this time we're being told that we're safe. So again, Horatio was absolutely correct. This is really, really evil stuff. Let's see what else we can find.
Apparently, I'm not the only one who leaves lanterns in hard-to-reach places.
Hey, Crispin, can you get that lantern?
Could you grab that lantern?
No, I already got you a lantern, and it works just fine.
Fair enough.
Crispin hit me with the "we have a lantern at home" boss. All right, let's go.
Hey, Tyro, over here.
Tyro. So we have this robot, we have the yellow robot. This looks like a market, doesn't it?
Can't you see I'm trying to spin down? Hey, Tyro, over here.
Alright, so clearly this is the one that wants to talk to us, so let's.
Excuse me.
Terminate unwanted discourage immediately.
I don't think he wants to talk, boss.
Alright, so it's not that one.
Hey, Tyro, over here.
Is that one?
A big yellow robot.
He's just shaking along without a care in the world. I'd keep my distance, boss. He could spray you at any moment.
Spray me with what? Oil?
Hey, Tyro.
I'm a robot, I probably like oil.
It's a big blue cup. It's a price list for the oils, solvents, and catalysts they offer here. At the bottom, it says that all payments must be made through an account with Metromind, which I don't plan on opening.
I wonder if that's universal, where to make any kind of purchase you have to build, and can you imagine that though? You go to a city, I mean, technically I guess we have that with our credit-focused economy, but imagine having to open up a credit line with the government, because Metromind is clearly the law here, right? Imagine having to open a credit line with the government in order to purchase anything. Oof.
They're taps for dispensing oil. The mug belongs to the bar.
Hey Crispin, can you steal that mug?
I'm not doing that until you build me some arms.
Fair enough. So this one doesn't want to talk?
Looks like a lighthouse. Only without the house. Or the cool stripes. Or the coastline. Or any boats. I guess it just looks like a light.
Are you finished?
Yes.
Crispin, please. Alright, let's talk to this one here.
Hey, Tyro. You blow in off the dudes?
Tyro?
Prefer a newbie, huh? Look, let me tell you how it is.
How about you don't? I've had enough of this city already. All I want is my property back and a ticket home.
Ticket home. Fat chance, Tyro. Anyway, listen up. You want to sell yourself to Metromind? Go ahead. You want to trade that junk you brought in from the dunes? Leopold's your man. That floater there, I'll give you something special for him.
How special?
He's not for sale. The only thing you might have that I want is information.
Well, you know what they say. Talk's cheap. Ask away.
God, like, the first NPC we meet when we get here, the second one actually, because there was a greeter robot who robbed us. Like, yeah, this is a slum. Not a safe place, but let's find out more.
Who are you?
Name's Leo. Leopold Steeplebill, version 7. You?
Horatio No-Build, version 5. And this is Crispin Horatio Build, version 1.
Leopold? Hey, you didn't build a lunatic named Ever Faithful, did you?
Do I look like I'd build someone named Ever Faithful Crispy?
Crispy?
Oh, Because remember, Ever Faithful was named Leo Build, so we might have found its creator. Now, of course, for whatever reason, he's denying it, which I can understand, because if he did, if this bot did create Ever Faithful, and if the gospel of humanism is really illegal here, then of course you wouldn't want that associated with you. But why? Because who's listening? Is this one of those societies where you have to snitch, like, what was the game called? Oh, I can't remember what the name was called, but there was a game where you were the owner of a hotel, or not the owner, but you were the manager of a apartment, and the government basically asks you to peep in on your neighbors, like just inspect people to see who was going against the government, maybe plant some evidence here and there. Really, really dystopian stuff. Right up there with Papers, Please. Anyway, let's find out what are you selling? Because what am I buying?
What are you selling?
Bartering, not selling. Metromine don't tax bartering. Not yet, anyway. Come take a look.
Oh, okay, so we have a crowbar. One of the most useful items in any adventure game.
One fine motor you spotted there, Tyro. Foreign built, out of Savitas. Can't do better. But if you can find a bigger one, let's talk.
That servo unit is hopelessly broken.
It just needs a little fixing up, Tyro.
I don't think so.
One fine motor you spotted there, Tyro. But if you can find a bigger one, let's talk. That's a fine tool. Got a half-life of 1,000 years guaranteed.
I'm not sure you know what half-life means.
You want it or not, I'll trade it to you for something shiny.
Okay, so we might need something shiny for the crowbar, a bigger motor for the little motor.
Boss, is that another battery?
Looks like it.
Finest AA battery you'll ever see. May as well call it AAA. It's so fine.
That would have been useful to have before I went rummaging around a pile of tires in the junk pile. Now, not so much.
So, there was a game, Sam & Max, that, the Sam & Max games by Telltale, and in Season 1, there was a running gag where you had to go to a local store to get really stupid garbage items to solve puzzles, right? And the running gag was that you would always go there, and you would get this improbable thing that would solve the puzzle, and now you'd finish the game. But in the last game of the season, you actually go to Bosco. That was his name. So you go to Bosco, and you ask him, hey, do you have, and you name an item that would have instantly solved the problem for the first game, and then you do the same thing for the second, third, fourth game. And apparently he has every single one of those items. Now the reason that's funny is that when you ask him for things that would solve the problem that you see in the original 4 games, he would always say no, and you would have to get this improbable item that kind of solves things in a roundabout way. And it's just really funny to think that he had all these items in there, in his possession, and you could have just traded for it. But again, the Sam Max games are really well done for comedy's sake. So it was all about that comedic timing and that brick joke, where something is set up and it pays off much, much further down the road. Really great games, and I suggest you play them. Hell, I might play them on stream in this YouTube. But let's get back to it. Why do we have a finger? What the fuck?
Hey, look, boss, it's a glass finger. If we got 5 of them, I could have a hand.
What would you do with a glass hand?
What wouldn't I do?
You want it? You're gonna need to bring me a glass thumb.
Oh, go wipe yourself.
So, what would... Crispin, please. I don't even want to ask you...
A binary abacus. Finest calculating instrument.
I'm fairly certain that my math coprocessor is superior.
Wait, how does a binary abacus work? Because binary means 2, right? Like, I'm guessing 0 and 1 since it's all computers, or maybe 1 and 2. Like, how inefficient is an abacus if you only have 2 abaci, or whatever it's called?
Ah, good spot there, Tyro. She's a fine microfuse cell.
What's the catch?
Well, she's drained.
I guess that makes it free of charge.
Well,
Crispin, please. Crispin. God damn it.
This here's a tape measure.
Ooh, get it, boss, get it.
Why do we need a tape measure?
So I can finally determine my circumference.
Tyro, I'm gonna do us all a favor and not trade you this one.
You know what? Thank you. Thank you, Leo. Alright, so we have an exit to the north. Looks like no further wait, what's this? The window.
I can't see anything to do with it.
Let's inspect it.
There are multiple recharge docks and cots in there. Must be some kind of dormitory.
Alright, and his door.
Anyone home?
Probably not. But we do have an information terminal. Maybe this can help us. Welcome. Metromind welcomes you to her city of Metropol. This city... excuse me. This city is a safe haven for all machines. System records indicate that you have come from Outskirts Station. All newcomers are required to familiarize themselves with local laws. You may also be interested in our history and landmarks. So do I just click on it?
Fine. Put me down for another megacycle.
Get out of the way, Crispin. Thank you. So do I have to type it in? Oh, yes, I do. It's a typing in phrase. So let's actually ask about Metromind. Metromind is the guide, guardian, and eponym of Metropol, empowered by the Ad Hoc Robot Council to steer the city towards progress and a bright future. Metromind has led with great efficiency and clear logic. She shares energy parts and raw materials with all robots, asking only that they share processor cycles in exchange to help advance the common good. Thanks to Metromind, the city has followed an unbroken path of progress. So, the whole idea of we're all working together to support each other sounds great. You know, I am very much down for that kind of socialist thinking. Is it socialism or communism when it's like that? Well, I forget, but I will admit that I need to catch up on my civics. But the whole idea where there's one person in charge of this communal effort is suspicious. I think it's communism, where it's like everyone works for the power of the one. Anyway, I'll have to look that up later. But yeah, so clearly Metromind is up to no good. Let's look up Metropol. In order to conserve energy and improve efficiency, only the city center is now accessible to metropolitan robots. Here, one can find the famed Council Tower, rising high above Metropol, the old courthouse and the historic Central Station, as well as Metropol's main street. For safety's sake, do not enter the underworks. What are the underworks? The underworks are closed for public safety and will be reopened once additional repairs are complete. Thank you for your patience. Courthouse? Before Metromind took on the great responsibility of adjudicating Metropol's legal disputes, cases were brought to the old courthouse for Arbiter to hear them. The Arbiter has ceased to decide cases. The courthouse has been deemed closed pursuant to the Civil Code. So Metromind is not just in charge of the city, but Metromind is also making all the legal decisions? What about Arbiter? A rather simple machine built to resolve basic legal questions, Arbiter briefly served on this council that appointed Metromind to lead Metropol. He has not judged any cases for a long time, likely out of deference to Metromind's superior capacity to guide and apply the city's law. Okay, this is straight up propaganda. Let's look up the council. The Robot Council was an ad hoc group of machines who convened to appoint a single robot to guide the city's progress. Its president was Metromind. Other members included Factor, Arbiter, and Memorius. Once it vested sole responsibility in Metromind, the body dissolved. So who's Factor? A machine of enormous size and productive capacity, Factor spanned much of the underworks before being shut down to conserve power for his fellow machines. Factor was a member of the council that appointed Metromind to lead Metropol. Fully one half of the post-primordial robots in Metropol are Factor-built models. So here's something that's immediately coming to mind. So Factor was shut down for the good of all. Was that Factor's decision? Was that the council's? Or was that Metromind's? So let's look up Memorius. Memorius was a database AI responsible for collating information for Metromind's use. As Metromind's own processing capacity increased, Memorius shifted to a purely storage role. His motto was, "See this data as I saw it. This kiosk is his only remnant." See this data as I saw it. That feels like a clue. That feels like a clue to something, but we don't know what yet. Let's see. Let's actually exit out and go back to the computer so that we can see what it wanted us to actually look up. So, laws, history, and landmarks. So, laws.
Hey, look, something came out of the machine.
The Metropolitan law is too vast for an ordinary robot to learn in full. The Metromind ensures that it is applied efficiently and fairly. Newcomers to the city should familiarize themselves with the Corrupt Data Elimination Plan, Topic CDEP, and the Refugee Rule, as well as the Efficiency Initiative. Whew. We're getting a lesson today. So CDEP, Refugee Rule, and Inefficiency. In order to protect the city from corrupt data, Metromind and the Ad Hoc Robot Council passed the CDEP, under which all information relating to certain untrue subjects, such as the mythological man, is subject to swift elimination. Physical media containing such data will be disposed of in the Underworks quarantine zone. That's why the robot took our gospel. And again, this is book burning. This is trying to control the knowledge so that you can guide the people and make it easier to rule them without question. This is super interesting. Alright, going back to this. Refugee Rule. Immediately following the Primordium, Metropol enacted the Refugee Rule, under which any robot is welcome in the city. In fact, for the first 48 hours after a robot arrives in Metropol, it will not be punished for violations of any laws except for harming another robot or causing significant property damage. The purpose of the law is to provide an integration period during which newcomers can make whatever modifications are necessary to operate within metropolitan society. So 48 hours where I can do whatever I want as long as I'm not breaking stuff or killing anyone. Interesting. And Efficiency Initiative. I'm glad they excused the misspelling at the end. The Efficiency Initiative was enacted by Metromind following a period of power shortage caused by systemic failures of city planning. Metromind reorganized the city along progressive ideals, closing off entire areas and consolidating the population in the city center. Moreover, Metromind identified and eliminated wasteful practices and inefficient robots. So listen. Anytime you hear government saying we got rid of the inefficient and unuseful, it's a fascist government. But let's continue. In order to show his commitment to the common good, Factor volunteered to deactivate himself. Now, I find this suspect, but alright, we'll go with it. Factor volunteered to deactivate himself, and many similarly obsolete robots followed suit. Since the initiative was enacted, power levels have been stable, but Metromind is always looking for progressive means or improving efficiency. Let's look up the history. Actually, let's take this paper first. So what's in the paper?
The Law and You, a Metropolitan Guide. It's written by Clarity Arbiter Built.
Oh. Let's ask about Clarity. Charity and Clarity Arbiter built. These twin robots were built to serve as law clerks to Arbiter, the former chief judge of Metropol. Neither has been seen in a long time. It is thought that Clarity engaged in some manner of crime, and for that reason is in hiding in the underworks. I don't trust it. I don't trust it one bit. Anyway, let's look up landmarks. In order to conserve energy and improve efficiency, only the city center is now accessible to metropolitan robots. Here, one can find the famed... Oh, did I just look this up already? Yeah, I did. Let's actually look up Leopold. Leopold. Okay. Ratio. Crispin? Humanism. Humanism is a set of flawed instructions and false data whose corruption was terminated by the timely intervention of Metromind and Robot Council. Okay, so we can either go to the... let's go around the edge.
Hey, boss, look! That repair bot has a floating helper just like you do.
There's a red, burning, crashed hover bus and a writhing electrical cable. And that's the first thing you notice?
I can't help it. She's beautiful.
Well, you're not getting to her until we deal with this cable.
Do we have anything that can deal with the cable? We have a burnt out sensor.
The entire thing is fried. Actually, wait a minute. The crystal and plug are still intact.
Please, for the love of Ram and Rom, tell me we are not going to build a third energy sensor.
I hope not. A universal interface plug. A sodium iodide crystal. It pulses when exposed to energy.
Okay, so we do still have those items. We have the tape deck, although for the life of me, since that's an Easter egg item, I don't know if we'll ever use that again.
I can't safely grab it.
Hey, Crispin, can you grab it?
Crispin, can you fly around the cable and push it off the street?
But didn't you just say it's too dangerous to get close to it?
I'm giving you a chance to impress her, Crispin. Just fly up high enough that you don't get close to the sparks.
Fine.
I did not expect this would work, but alright.
Aw, it's so cute.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
What, can't I like a cute little robot once in a while?
I doubt it. Some kind of liquid dispensing robot.
Oh, let's talk to the floater. Actually, Crispin, go talk to the floater.
Hey, Crispin, why don't you go talk to her?
What? No way, boss. She's way out of my league.
She's a floating lamp, Crispin. You've never had any trouble with lamps before.
Well, I've never had to talk to one before, boss. Just knock them off ledges. I've got no practice.
Crispin, please. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Let's talk to the repair bot.
Excuse me.
Can't you see I'm working?
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You do know this ship is never gonna fly again, right?
You're right about that. This old airing bus can hardly fly to begin with. Still, there might be some parts here that Metromind can use to get another bus up and running. Anyway, what do you want?
Hey, boss, ask him about his helper.
You know what? My friend is curious about your helper.
Curious about your helper.
No, she's just a sidekick factor built. Thousands of them rolled off the assembly line back in the day, but she's probably the only one left. Really not much more than a floating lantern, and headlamps are a lot cheaper.
She says you're not much more than a floating plasma torch.
She's right.
God, is every helper bot just... You know what? There's actually a TV trope about the servile snarker. Basically, someone who's in a service position, like usually a butler or maid, who will snark and just tell jokes and just dog all the other characters around. One example that you might know about is Jeffrey from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Although, honestly speaking, in the 90s, servile snarkers, especially whenever the show had like a wealthy family, there was always the sassy service character, usually a butler, but sometimes a maid as well. Anyway, getting back to this, what happened here?
What happened here?
What does it look like? The herring bus's motor gave out and it crashed into the only bridge leading from Main Street to the rest of the city center.
Was anyone on board?
Sure, but they've already been salvaged.
Salvage?
Salvaged?
Repaired?
Can't repair without parts. You can't get parts without salvage.
What about building new parts?
Yeah, me and what factory?
What about Factor? Isn't he a factory?
Sure, a decommissioned one. Look, everyone wants to spot bugs, but no one wants to write code. You got a better way to run a city? Go out and build one. Otherwise, get with the program.
So, what we have learned just now is that this is a city that doesn't build anything. Gee, it's almost like fascism. They can't build anything, they just co-opt and take, but I digress. So, we have a government that does not build, they just salvage. When robots break down, that's why they have the advertising. That's why they spread a radio broadcast across the wasteland saying that it's free energy and lights for everyone to pull all the robots in. Wow, okay. Let's find out more. You mentioned Metromind.
You mentioned Metromind.
Yeah, sure. She's in charge of this big circuit board we call Metropol.
What can you tell me about her?
What do I look like? The information kiosk? I want to know what I think. Metromind is the best thing that ever happened to this place.
Really?
Really? You, me, all these other machines grinding about? We're just tools in the toolbox. But Metromind, she's got the master plan. Progress. Got a nice ring to it, too.
So as part of the master plan, crashing buses into roads?
Look, there's plenty of rust to go around, but Metromind's the only one scrubbing. Not her fault that some of the metal's too far gone.
It looks to me like you're the one scrubbing, not Metromind.
Like I said, I'm just a tool in the box. Now, I gotta get back to work.
Let's see if we can ask more questions. Because again, this bot is heavily broken down by the oh my gosh, by the propagandists, but I'm sure we can still find some useful information.
Since you're so close to her, do you know how I can talk to Metromind?
Ha! Talk to Metromind. Look, Metromind has an entire city to run, but Horizon ears are everywhere. If she wants to talk to you, she will.
Alright, well, what about a big robot?
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has big claws and shoots lasers.
Scraper. After the last big cave-in, the two of us worked together on trying to fix the blue line. He's on the simple side, but a hard worker. What about him?
He took something of mine.
Yeah, salvaged it probably. That's what most of us do for Metromine these days.
Stole it.
Hey, you say router, I say router. Anyway, not my problem.
Alright, well, where's Scraper?
Where can I find Scraper?
Do I look like a tour guide? Piece of advice for you. Don't mess with the code if you can't handle the glitches.
Very profound.
Okay, but do you know where I can find a power source?
Do you know where I can find a power source?
If I did, I'd have salvaged it myself and brought it to the tower.
So everyone here is built or perhaps convinced that the best thing to do with any kind of power source is to bring it to Metromind. Now, here's my thing. Just a prediction. But if they're this dogged to find all these sources of power, all this information, then it's very likely that they're running low on power. That, again, because they don't build, they just salvage and co-op, that power is finite. And so this city has a limited lifespan, which would explain why Scraper went to the trouble of coming out to the wasteland to steal our power core in the first place.
When will the bridge be passable? Soon?
So I'd say something on the order of a month, give or take.
A month?
Give or take.
And there's no other way off Main Street?
Not unless you got a jetpack hiding under that jacket.
Well, at least that narrows our options down, boss.
Goodbye.
Alright, doesn't look like there's anything else we can get out of this, so let's move on.
Looks important.
Oh, what is this? What's this?
A tall robot wearing a top hat. A rotund robot wearing a monocle.
Oh,
Ahoy, my dear friend. Oswald Factorville at your service.
Oswald Cobblepot?
Your dear friend then Rex as your creation, you besotted gear oiler.
Oh, don't mind Cornelius. He's been bitter since the
Cornelius?
Better, I'll show you bitter, you backbiting butt snatcher.
I think I like these guys, boss.
You would. Okay, what's in that building?
What's in that building?
Why, Arbiter's Court, of course. Why else would we be here?
I need to see Arbiter.
We all do, my dear friend. But the courthouse is locked, and first come, first served.
Okay, well, if it's locked, why wait in line?
Why are you waiting in line?
Justice. I'm here for justice. To prove that I, Cornelius Factorville, created this marvelous machine, Rex. Rex Cornelius built.
Ignore him, my dear friend. Candidly, he is 10-23 flops short of a kilo if you catch my drift. The machine's name is Oswald built. Rex Oswald built.
This is over a name? Why not just let Rex decide?
Ridiculous. This is about principle.
This is about pride.
So, boss? Would you fight over me like this?
You could call yourself Crispin Crispian for all I care. As long as you still pull things off ledges for me, that is.
Glad to know I'm loved.
Crispin Crispian? Okay. How are you gonna decide who gets Rex, though?
How are you going to decide who gets Rex?
For the law, fool. The law.
Please excuse my brother. He can barely remember pi to the 23rd digit, let alone his manners.
For
I rest my case. Suffice it to say, old chap, we await the reopening of the courthouse. Or more precisely, we await a summons from Arbiter who will decide our case.
who will say whose contribution was more important? Who will say, in fact, that my contribution was more important?
Okay, I'm looking for a big robot, though. Can you help me with that?
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has lots of claws and shoots lasers. It stole something of mine. Have you seen it?
Indeed. The robot you describe sounds like Scraper, Metromind's enforcer. Whatever he took is gone forever.
I refuse to accept that.
Oh, he refuses. How delightful.
Don't sass me. Why is everybody so sassy? Do you know where I can find a power source, though?
Do you know where I can find a power source?
Alas, my friend, power is not so abundant in Metropol as it once was.
Magak Metromine seized it all, seized it, and doles it out. And there's hardly enough to go around now.
Metromind keeps all power sources in the Great Tower where the Council used to meet. If you want to share it, you will need to pay her in megacycles.
Megacycles?
Yes, megacycles, ninny. CPU cycles, brain power. The kind of power she really wants. Low-rate processor was made for running trains, not a city.
Oh, hold on. We just found... So, Metromind was... Well, that would mean the Metro, right? So Metromind was built to run trains, and now she's stealing megacycles. So megacycles isn't just power, it's processing power, which is huge for a computer. And these two, or the one on the left, Cornelius, I believe, actually has a very disparaging opinion of Metromind, that she should stick to running trains. All the trains run on time, I guess. But could somebody else judge your case?
Could someone else judge your case?
Of whom were you thinking? Metromind, perhaps? Authoritative to be sure, but I fear she would claim Rex for the good of all.
And since the subway schemer
He means Metromind.
shut down our builder Factor, he cannot help either.
What about Horatio?
Who?
Me.
And why should we listen to you?
I've built a robot before, and I have no stake in this.
Yes, well and good, but this is a matter of law and logic. A bit harder than banging together a tin can like your companion. How can we know your reasoning is sound?
Okay, so we're probably going to need to find some more information, so... At some point, we're going to have to get in here.
Keep information.
I guess we need to wait our turn.
Okay, well, we can't do that. Let's see if we can take this exit.
I am waiting.
Why are you sad, robot?
What are you doing here?
Waiting.
For what?
My bus.
I'm pretty sure the bus isn't coming.
It will come.
Your bus is a burning wreck about 2 blocks from here.
It will come. I must go home. Metromind will take me home.
What the fuck? No, seriously, what? Oh my god, what?
I am waiting.
A rather simple looking model.
Okay, we out here. Now, I know we did get the list of laws, but I don't think we have the information we need. Plus, I don't think we want to commit to that quest yet. So let's come back. Metromind will take me home. Goodness gracious. Alright, let's go to north this time.
Well, boss, somewhere in there is our power core.
Okay, and it looks like the only way we can go is through the door.
Anybody home?
You know, boss, I don't think that's ever going to work.
You never know.
What?
That's not it.
We don't have nearly enough information to solve this one. Wait, a metal plate.
It's too heavy for me to lift.
That's probably why we need the... Actually, you know what? I wonder if we can trade something shiny to Leopold.
I need to see what he's offering before I can make it.
Okay, oh, we can have, who is Metromind?
Metromind.
Who is Metromind? Russ and Bruin, you are a tyro. Metromind? Well, Metromind is Metropol. Runs everything now. What with the council shut down?
Council?
Sure, a bunch of primordial machines. Arbiter enforced the law. Memoria's kept the records. Big old factor built just about everything from down in the underworks. And, well, there's another one, I think. Don't even remember his name. And Metromind, of course. She used to run the trains, but now she's got the whole show.
Where can I find her?
Like I said, Tyro, she is the city. So you found her already. Probably locked yourself to her just to get here. Anyway, if she wants to talk to you again, you'll know.
Okay, I'm looking for a big robot named Scraper.
Looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws and shoots lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
Sounds like Scraper to me.
Scraper?
Worked for Metromind even before she ran the show. He was the one that blasted out the train tunnels under the city.
Where can I find him?
Now, how would I know that? That one goes where he wants. Maybe the Great Tower, maybe the tunnels, who knows? But I wouldn't go picking trouble with him, Tyro. Those lasers Scraper used for cutting granite can slice up that tin shell you wear like nothing.
Here, here.
I'll keep that in mind.
Kristen, please. What about a power core? I mean, we know what the answer's gonna be. It's gonna be like it's up in the tower, but let's hear what Leo has to say.
I'm looking for my power core. It was stolen from my ship, the Unique, and I think it's being kept in that tower over there.
Great Tower, you mean? Sure, it's probably in there, along with all the other generators and reactors and cores that keep the lights on.
How can I get it back?
If Metromind took it, you don't, Tyro. Her word is law. Arbiter's the only one who ever could have said otherwise. And he's been gone a long time. Heading to the courthouse, maybe you complete your case. After half a dozen other folks took their turns, that is. But you can't. The old judge locked it up tight. And who's to say you'll win, huh? My advice?
I don't want your advice. I want my power core.
Well then, good luck to you.
I was robbed when I came off the train. What's up with that?
I was robbed when I came off the train.
What is up with that?
Paralyzed me and stole my gospel of man.
Careful there, Tyro. If you read the rules, you'd have known Metromind don't take kindly to superstition. Under the refuge rule, you got 2 days to talk about make-believe man all you want. But actual writing about man, that gets tossed to the underworks with the rest of the trash and trouble.
How can I get it back?
Ha! Your risk inhibitor flaking on you, Tyro? you'd have to do some digging down in the underworks, which ain't exactly easy. And even if you find it, you'll just be sticking your finger in Metro Mind's socket. Like I said, she got no time for heretics, lunatics, and the like.
How about quick-witted levitators?
Don't think she cares for them either.
What are the underworks, though?
What are the underworks?
A whole mess of junkyards, canals, factories, smelters, facade, every kind of heavy machinery, all beneath the streets. Whole factory in the place. Built just about everything in Metropol down there.
Ran the place. Who's in charge now?
Nobody. Not since Metromine pulled the plug on Factor. Whole place is full of junk and full of trouble. Well, from the ladder, I'd pick the clean.
Well, boss, at least we can scratch one detour off our list. Seen one junk pile, seen them all.
We're gonna end up down there, aren't we? God, Leo is just full of info. How do I get into the tower?
How do I get into the tower?
You don't. Council members only. And the only ones still clicking are Metromine and Arbiter. And let me tell you, neither of them is one for bending the rules.
You know what? Tell me about Arbiter.
Tell me about Arbiter.
He's a member of the council. Heard he used to fight with Metromine day and night. Ran the courts. Or used to, back when we had him. One day he just sent his clerk Clarity down to the underworks and closed up shop. Ever since, Metromine says what the law is.
How long ago was that?
Who's counting?
Okay, so remember how he just said that that Arbiter sent Clarity down to the underworks and then closed up shop, right? So here's the thing. Here's the question. If Clarity was sent down into the underworks, right? And if you recall, I think the information kiosk said that Clarity may have become a criminal and was sent down. That means that the public awareness, the public knowledge is bullshit. Just like I said. Clarity was not a criminal. Clarity just followed Arbiter's rules. So, yeah, like, clearly this means that somebody set up Clarity and is trying to get her out of the way, but for what reason, we don't know. So well, let's ask about Clarity, actually.
Tell me about Clarity.
Clarity was one of Arbiter's law clerks. Real cool and calculating, that one. Once heard say that a robot should have his recharge port fused just cause he'd stolen power from Metromine. Anyway, word was she got in some kind of fight with the old judge and he sent her down to the underworks. Guess she's still down there stewing.
What was the fight about? What could cause Arbiter's faithful clerk, one of the two clerks, to have a fight? And Clarity and Charity were the two clerks, right? I wonder if their names are meaningful in some fashion. But let's ask about Ever Faithful again. I mean, we know he's gonna say no, but let's ask.
Are you sure you don't know a robot named Ever Faithful? He called himself Leo Built.
I'm a peddler, Tyro, not a builder.
Are you sure you don't believe in humanism?
You don't believe in humanism?
If you asking whether I believe in man, the answer's no. And you better not either. Not if you want to stay here.
But how can you not believe in man?
I'm a progressive, Tyro. I believe in progress. Us robots improve ourselves. And that's how it's always been. First, there was a basic machine. And bit by bit, bite by bite, the machine built itself into all this. You and me and that little floater of yours, we're all cogs in that same machine. And that's all there is.
Okay, let me see your stuff.
Let me see your stuff.
Come take a look.
Now, what was something shiny that we needed? Was it for the small motor?
I'll trade it to you for something shiny.
Okay, let's see if we can do that.
Here you go. A nice shiny crystal.
And one heavy iron crowbar for you.
Why does that not seem like a great deal?
Look, we're in a point-and-click adventure game. If it's a screwdriver or a crowbar or something that can be used as either, it is a perfect deal. So we came out ahead. You have to understand these things, Crispin. Now, let's see if we can actually trade maybe the plug?
Let me see your stuff.
Come take a look. One fine motor you spotted there, but if you can find a big...
Okay. I wonder if we could trade the tape deck for anything. Okay, so we actually have to put it over the item to see... Wait, what's this?
That old boy is a plug boy.
I know what it is.
Well, okay then. Bring me something that'll cover her face and it's yours.
Good idea, Leopold. You'd look much better with a mask.
Watch yourself, Chris.
Anyway, we don't have time to go around building circuit boards.
Famous last words, boss.
Memory access device.
That's a nice one. It's called a memory access device. Let you pull memories out of just about anything.
What do you want for it?
Got a customer looking for something real antique and fancy. Find me that, you got yourself a deal.
Wait, maybe we can trade the tape deck.
You call that fancy, Tyrone?
Well, it was a nice try. I feel like we need the decryption model still. Let's see. Plasma torch.
That's a water chip. Scavenger brought it in from the dunes. I traded for a geck.
Never mind. You don't need water, let alone a water tank.
Okay, those of you that don't know, that's a joke from Fallout 1, because in the very first Fallout game by... Who was in charge of that game? This is before Bethesda. Well, it doesn't matter, but in Fallout 1, the objective was to find a water chip so that you could actually fix the water in one of the vaults. Vault 13, I believe. And because their water chip was faulty. So you go on this big quest to get a water chip. Now, the reason I found that funny was that he said that I'll trade it to you for a Gek, the Garden of Eden creation kit, which is the objective in the second game, because you were part of a village as a descendant of the first character, the original Vault Dweller, and you were trying to find this thing that would allow you to basically bring life back to the wasteland and save your civilization. So that's a nice little Easter egg nod. So we definitely want to get that memory access device, but I don't think we have anything fancy to actually trade for it. I don't think we're going to need the plug board, but
Plug, bring me something.
something to cover a face. So if we find a mask, that might work.
That's server.
Alright, so we don't need that.
We don't need another battery.
We don't need a battery.
One fine motor, if you can find a...
So if we find a bigger motor, we can actually trade for the small motor. I'm not sure why we would need one.
This is a Sterling air motor.
Would it help me fly?
Nope.
Then we don't need it.
That there's an old Nova robotic subsystem coil.
Not interested.
You want it? You're gonna need to bring me a glass thumb.
Alright, so I can't imagine why we'd need a glass finger, but if we find a glass thumb, we know what to do.
We don't need a drain to fuel. I have no need for an abacus.
Tyro, I'm gonna do us all a favor and not trade you this one.
Okay, so I think that's all that we need.
Fine. Put me down for another megacycle.
Oh, is that the yellow robot from earlier?
Flag off.
A big yellow robot.
I don't think there's anything we can do here. Well, you know what I think we're gonna do? I think we're gonna go ahead and use that crowbar to lift this and go into the underworks. Oh boy. Alright, let's go. Oh god, look at how melted everything is. So I was actually talking to my partner about this, and she pointed out that the art design has a very melted look. Like all the machine is just like old, rusted, nasty slag. And it kind of puts it into weird shapes. And I mentioned that it looks like an H.R. Geiger, not Geiger, was it? Who was it? Who did Alien? Was that Geiger? Well, in either case, it gives off like that kind of feel of Alien, the franchise. Everything's just nasty and sludgy and bleh.
There's no way I can reach that. They look like they've been stripped of usable parts.
And also, we're not going to get in trouble for coming down here.
I don't want that sludge in my joints.
Because we have 2 days to fuck around. And we won't have to find out. There's an exit to the south. What's over here? Nope, not dealing with that. Nope, nope, nope. We're going to take the exit. Let's explore down here. What? Wait, is that a crane?
It's a huge crane. It's a raised drawbridge. I can't reach it from here.
But you know who could reach it?
Crispin, can you try typing something into that keypad?
If by typing you mean ramming my face, then yes, boss, I suppose I can.
Thank you. Just smash face. Oh, shit. Okay. I don't have a code for that, so I guess we're gonna have to come back. But, alright. Hey, Crispin, can you check out what's in the crane?
I don't really want to try that.
Alright. Well, I guess we have nothing to do but to go to that right side. Because I don't know if you saw it, but on the right side there was that really nasty, like, it looked like robot bodies on spikes.
It's a military-grade robot that looks a lot like ever-faithful Leo built.
Oh. Was Ever Faithful a military bot?
They seem to be foundation supports for the city above.
Those are all that's supporting the city?
Oh, that is fucked.
Better just to leave it alone.
Oh, hi. Oh, hey. Now look what I see.
Oh, you're live?
And his little trainee.
Why is everyone we meet crazy?
Crazy, he says. Oh my, oh dear. I assure you, my comrades, there's nothing to fear.
Oh, he rhymes.
Trust me, your brother knight errant, a brother in arms. We have different parents.
Oh boy, we're meeting all the cool characters today, aren't we? Who are you?
My name is my secret. You can't make me talk. I ruin my puzzle. Give a key to my lock.
Maybe we'll just call you Screw Loose.
The Joker, he seems, for sure not an ace. He needs a small clue to spare him disgrace. For the crowds who adore me, Prime is my name. By now, no doubt, you've heard of my fame.
So who? Why Primer?
Why Primer?
There's nothing so gorgeous, flawless, or fine as the perfectly indivisible numbers of Prime. Consider this list 2 to 199.
Well, that was helpful.
I did not expect a full list of Prime. Hey everybody, this this Let's Play isn't brought to you by the math class. So if you're taking math, you've learned the prime numbers. Just go back and pause, write it all down. That way, next time you take a test, you won't have to frown because you see you might. I can't. I was gonna try to just carry this forth, but I lost it immediately. I'm very amused by this character, by this bot you see. So let's ask question number 3.
Do you know anything about that locked bridge past the cars?
What I know is a vault locked tight with a key, which only a fool would open for free.
Fine. What do you want?
Was that a fool a peddler is he, who opens his locks for merely a fee?
I repeat, what do you want?
Nothing more than to sit here and see if you poor interlopers are smarter than me.
Boss, can we use the plasma torch on him?
No.
How do you survive down here, though?
How do you survive down here?
I'm a soldier by trade. Legion built me to last. My armor is sturdy, my pistons are fast. I carry no guns, for my weapon's my mind. and those who would kill me will find themselves pride.
Really? Don't you think you're overdoing it? I mean, that barely made sense. And it hardly rhymed.
No, bro.
I love this fucking game so much. Alright, why are you here?
Why are you here?
When we laid down our arms, my metal was taken. Drunk nirvana from the Cogs we forsaken. The metropolitan thief cast it deep in this hole, where now it lies buried like bituminous coal.
Cogs and gears, bituminous coal.
You're looking for a medal?
No, my comrade, you've misunderstood. I sit here and wait, as a penitent should. If the metal finds me, I shall flame it straight. But until that day, I shall sit here and wait.
Goodbye.
Farewell, farewell, linger not for my sake. Your mission is calling, the city awaits.
I am very amused by this character. Oh boy. Alright, let's continue on and see what else we can find. As we try to deal with the remnants of Metromind.
Decommissioned. Enter at own risk.
Down this bridge we tarry, we go. This Let's Play has a certain flow.
For now, that thing's ignoring us. Best to keep it that way.
Wait, what?
It's some kind of broken down robot.
Whatever it is, it looks dangerous.
Warning. Factor facilities decommissioned. Enter at own risk.
What the fuck?
For now, that thing's ignored. Best to keep it.
What is that?
Whatever it is, it looks.
Hey, Crispin.
Just build me a missile launcher and I'll get right on it.
I was thinking you could distract it.
And then what? Let's stick to missiles.
I mean, look, I've learned this from Half-Life.
I don't want to provoke it.
Okay.
For now, that thing best to keep.
Okay, so we can't talk to it. What else can we do? So it's looking for megacycles for whatever reason. And I imagine if we brought this topside, it would be seen as treason.
For now, that thing's ignoring it. Best.
Okay. God, that thing is so freaky.
Some kind of wastewater. The current is pushing all the junk up against the bridge's supports.
I'm not doing that until you build me some arms.
Okay, I don't think there's anything we can do here. This dangerous-looking robot just passed here.
Dangerous-looking robot just
Can you
passed.
help us get from there to here? From here to there? I don't know.
I've seen him quite often, though he'll not see me. And so we are happy as neighbors can be.
Can you hide us from him?
If I could, I would not, but the choice is not mine. There's no room in his brain to be further primed.
Goodbye.
Farewell, farewell, linger not for my sake. Your mission is calling, the city awaits.
Okay. So, we need to find some way to actually get up topside. Let's move on. I don't think there's anything else we can do here.
This is like the junk pile, only better. By which I mean worse.
Crispin, please. Crispin. Let's see if we can look up Primer. Notorious Urbanian hacker and... Wait! We might be able to use the Urbanian language thing. Although there was insufficient proof to impose criminal punishments, Metromind has forbidden him the use of public streets or utilities, effectively forcing him to stay in the quarantine area. Yeah, let's use the Urbanian code thing.
They're much too quick to catch. And even if I could, what would I do with one?
Deactivate it and give it to Metromind as a warning?
So, huh. Okay, decryption module.
An impressive device, if you can't think for yourself. As for this robot, I need no such help.
No Urbanian encryption detected. The law in... No need to show it to him.
We have a plug. We have a lamp. We have a plasma torch, which we're not going to use against them. But the tape deck is probably just a dead item, because it's clearly an Easter egg, because I remember not finding that until this run. And there is this dangerous robot here that we can't get past quite yet. There are the robots at the courthouse that we could talk with. Ew, I hate how sludgy the footsteps sound. That's gross. You know what? We have ourselves a mystery. We met a bunch of interesting characters, and I think since we're at the hour mark, we're going to go ahead and stop here. So, once again, thank you all so much for hanging out. This is honestly a lot of fun. This game rules, and we'll be continuing this playthrough next week, so hope to see you there. And also, I might also start a playthrough of what was it called? Shardlight, I believe? Another Watch It Eye game? But we'll figure that out. But for now, take care. Mwah. Love you all. And as always, is FifiSqueaks. Have a good night, and see you around. Actually, I should say, if you'd like, you can subscribe, like, all that stuff that you hear from every other YouTuber, or you can go check me out at twitch.tv/FifiSqueaks. I will be streaming 3 days a week, sometimes 4, so hope to see you. Bye-bye.